body bag, we're done already, body bag, you'll sing. Body bag, we're done already, body bag, you'll sing. Body bag, we're done already, body bag, you'll sing. Body bag, we're done already, body bag. Fucking Kickstarter. Everybody to the most. Donation to the owner. We just want then now we're some of them. Give me the when you look apart. You got some money back. Just say, now I'm smiling. I feel it run. I am not smiling. Yeah, then I grab the conversation and then I find it. I'm not too stuck up. I'm not too funny. I'm not too faded. I'm not too shining. I'm money back, we're down already. Money back, just say. Money back, we're down already. Money back, we're down already. Money back, just say. Money back, we're down already. Money back. Body bag, you'll sing. Body bag, we're done already. Body bag, you'll sing. Body bag, we're done already. Body bag, you'll sing. Body bag, we're done already. Body bag, we're done already. Body bag, you'll sing. Body bag, we're done already. Body bag, we're done already. Body bag, you'll sing. Body bag, we're done already. Body bag.
I've got to ask, how did the name Risky and the Ridicule come up?
So I used to be like an MC. I used to do like pirate radio and stuff like that in Lewisham, and used to do raves and make tapes and all that kind of bollocks. And yeah, like that was my name, that was my MC name, Risky. I don't know why, I ain't got a clue, I can't remember. But yeah, and then I guess, and the Ridicule, that come from like, I don't really know, to be honest. Like the band made that bit up, but yeah, it was kind of like
work in progress, wasn't it? Remember, like the very first practice room we had, there were like Risky and there were like different, like various names written and and think
Remember
like.
any of those names?
No, I can't. No.
No? I'd be interested in that. I'd like to know.
It rested on "And the Ridicule," which was like the perfect fit.
It is a perfect fit, actually.
You reckon, yeah?
Yes.
Sweet.
And you've just released a new single. You've got your new album coming out. I love the single, by the way.
Thanks.
And the video. That's
Yeah.
really cool, walking through parts of London.
Camden,
and
yeah.
Is it just Camden, or is it
Do you know what? You're right, actually. There was another couple of bits of London, but yeah, mainly in Camden.
mainly in Camden? Because I've noticed the markets and all behind you. And
We just went for a piss up and filmed it all, and just, yeah, some of it worked, some of it fucking didn't, but yeah.
your videos are very interesting on the whole. You know, it's kind of the following you walking around singing, and I like that. It kind of speaks to the oomph behind it, the passion behind it,
Yeah.
behind in the lyrics, in the music, and everything.
Yeah.
That's how you feel about it.
Do you know what? We ain't got much money. We're a pretty low budget band. We just like walk around Camden, film some shit on some iPhones and throw it together, and hopefully it'll come out all right. Music videos are dead anyway. No one really watches them, like only parts of them and stuff. But yeah, it's just about having no money, basically.
And speaking of money, I am very impressed that you did a crowdfunding of your new album, unlike a certain woman who just took the money and ran, basically. You guys have produced something.
Yeah, it's actually real. It's actually ready to go. We did it about a year ago, and we're very proud of it. Just can't wait for it to be released now.
And when is that coming out?
25th of August.
So we have a little bit more time to wait.
A couple more
Yeah.
singles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. And you seem to be, with every release you've done, it changes a little bit, the style. I've noticed your early releases are very grime, and now you seem to be progressing into more of a punk sound, but still keeping that grime core. Is that something, a conscious decision that you made, or is it something that's just evolved as it's happened?
We've not made a conscious decision to be anything in particular. It's just what we're writing at the time. So if the guitarists come up with something, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
And I don't usually lay drums down till the very last moment, which is the perfect way of working.
Yeah.
So it just all takes form right at the very end.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's a good way of working.
It is. It is. And if I understand correctly, you wrote a lot of this during lockdown for COVID? Or
About half the album we did, yeah. And then we chose the best bits and kind of worked from that. A lot of it didn't work. We were just kind of like, I think we just hire out a place and see what works.
yeah.
And if it doesn't work, we use the best bits.
I know what you're talking about now. After lockdown, we rented out this little cottage, and it was just in between where we kind of like could just get in there before the next one happened and stuff. And we had these like big plans of grandeur where we were gonna like sit down and we were gonna write a whole fucking album over 3 days, and we literally got in there and just got fucked up the whole time and didn't write a single song. I think we just needed, like, everyone was like pent up after lockdown and stuff like that, but yeah, all this new stuff, it's like we all listen to like, I don't know, like hardcore and stuff like that, and we've all just kind of it's moving in that direction more than anything. It's new record, so you're going to hear an even bigger change now.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that because I do love grime. I've really discovered it and really love it over the past 5 or 6 years. Yeah. But I'm a hardcore girl at heart, so hearing that.
I think this album is like a little more up your street. The
whole record's post-hardcore, but like it sounds extremely British, which is what we are, you know. Yeah. So I think you'll dig it, definitely.
Yeah. This next song is brand fucking new. New as fuck, right? For Manchester. This song is dedicated to anyone who's ever felt like giving up. Don't fucking do it. There's always music. There's always drugs. There's always alcohol. But there's always your fucking friends. Pick up the phone and speak to your fucking friends. This song's called Giving Up. Do you feel like giving up? Do you feel like giving up? It's sinfulness, the one will remind even if I have that stillness. Into your pockets, I'm grabbing rockets. The wildest sky, this is how I do with rockets. Instead of the chaos, it's Amadeus. Deal destroying the world to entertain us. I'm paramount, you're paramount, we're paramount. Didn't feel like giving up. Now you ain't going nowhere. I've been there, I've been there, I've been there. Didn't feel like giving up. Now you ain't going nowhere. I've been there. Feeling hopeless as I wrote this. Can't control anything, man. I really hope this. Feeling fucked. I'm on the stage. That's something I want to listen. I think I'm gonna try to. You love my music, you love how I use it. I'm gonna put in this mountain and I will prove it. I'm paramount, you're paramount, we're paramount. Shoulder, got my hand here. Why do you wanna let go? Money and got this, oh money and got this. The pressure needs to get you, I think you're doing your honest. You wanna cry, but we crash, never over. Like a breaking to your blood, it's my shoulder. Anyone know there's a voice in this every note. Whenever you are, right there, yeah. If you like giving up, now you ain't going nowhere. I've been there, I've been there, I've been there. Feel like giving up. Now you ain't going nowhere. I've been there, I've been there, I've been there. Do you feel like giving up? Do you feel like giving up? Yeah! Do you feel like giving up? Do you feel like giving up? Do you feel like giving up? Do you feel like giving up?
And that reminds me of the two American guys with the big beards, the ZZ Top guys, I call them, who reviewed your song, your newest song.
I like those guys.
Yeah.
They're cool.
Very interesting, but they call you Flex Band. I didn't quite get that. Do you?
Music. Yeah, that's
What
it.
is that?
So it's like, I didn't know. I was like, Flex. I was like, oh, okay, I understand. So like, obviously, my background, like anything like grime, hip hop, drill, all that kind of stuff. It's about, oh, I'm the fucking boy. I'm this. I'm that. Da 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 da. And I guess that shines through a little bit, like on the new record. And they were like, oh, this sounds like Flex music. So they were saying. They were digging it, but then they were like, oh, it's a bit too Flex or whatever, you know. But fair play to them. They reviewed it. Good luck to them. I thought they were wicked, the pair of them.
Yeah, I found them very fun and interesting at the same time.
Yeah.
So,
I think also it's the closest thing that they can kind of put it into a box.
yeah.
Because it's so different. I think Flex music is probably the only thing that they have that's even close to what we do.
And also, I haven't lived in America for over 20 years, but the American perspective, you guys would be like, what the fuck is this? So to win them over, I think is a really good accomplishment on that respect.
Yeah, definitely. Considering like all the slang, all the colloquialisms that we use and stuff, like, I think they got it. They got it. Yeah.
They got it in the end. I think they got it. And I'm curious, do you write the lyrics? They seem very personal in some cases. Are they mostly the story of your life, or things you've observed, or just what comes to mind?
Yeah, it's all me. It's just experiences. It's just taking everything from everything that you experience. Like, simple as that. Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Because they are very personal. I mean, sometimes I feel like, oh God, I'm reading this guy's diary or something.
My diary back, you.
Sorry.
Don't go snooping in my diary, you.
Didn't mean to snoop, but...
Yeah, what you see is what you get. Good and bad.
And I like that about it because it's very raw. Some of the lyrics, you can feel the pain. You can feel the passion. And do you continue that with the new album? Because I haven't heard anything but the one song.
You want pain and passion, then fucking listen to that new album, because it's even fucking worse. Yeah.
It's a very kind of like personal. I mean, we're all kind of like laid bare on this new album. Like we've done everything we wanted to do, and there was like, let's just see what comes next. So it's all very personal, very kind of like what you see is what you get, but very big, very dark, very kind of passionate album.
Which I like. I'm looking forward to hearing more from it. One thing that kind of has surprised me, I think, is you've played Rebellion to a huge crowd in more recent times. I know you've played earlier ones. And the street punk fans who are of a certain age, who don't quite understand a lot of the things you're singing about, are there singing along with you. How do you see that?
Fuck knows. I don't know. I don't know.
Personally, I'd say like crossing like as many genres as possible and getting that scene on your side is priceless.
Yeah.
Getting the street punks, getting like the hardcore punks, like people have never heard anything like this. Like people come up to us like every show and just like, we've never heard anything like it. You're a new favourite band. Love what you're doing. Can't wait for the new album. That means more than anything. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
I can get that. It just is still shocking to me because so many of the street punk people live mentally back in the 80s when it was still good to have all kinds of discrimination, yet you sing about breaking down the discrimination. And yet they're out there singing along with you and really loving what you do. And it just has always struck me as a bit of a dichotomy that you're appealing to them. Hopefully you're educating them at the same time. Do you think that's happening at all, or do you think they just love the music and don't care?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Like, I'm not being a dick or anything. Like, we create a product. I don't get on stage and start talking a load of like whatever my beliefs are and stuff like that. I let the music do the talking. I write it. I put it out, and it goes out into the ether, and then it belongs to everybody else. Yeah. You know what I mean? Then it belongs to everybody else. Yeah. Look, obviously we're fucking anti-racist. We don't want no part of that shit. But yeah. Like our music, once we put it out, it belongs to everybody else, and people can take what they want from it, you know.
Yeah. And I think that's a good thing, because even if people are only just liking the music, they might hear some of the lyrics and start questioning themselves and their beliefs, and maybe slowly starting to change. So force for good, as well as just good music.
Works for me. Yeah. Works for me.
So what's next? Are you have any big tours planned or anything like that?
I think just tour the album and just see how that affects people. And like, you know, it's the fourth instalment of something that we've done for the past 12 years. And
help yourself to my beer.
Yeah, no, I just love it. And I love meeting people after the show. I love seeing people's reactions during the show. Yeah, just come to the show, don't be a dick, and yeah, it's brilliant.
And your audiences always seem to be so enthusiastic and so singing along and dancing and everything. So that must really bring some satisfaction. You're seeing people loving the music.
Yeah, I think we played in the Czech Republic. Like, it stands out in my mind. We played in a tent, and we were battling with Booze and Glory, who were on at the same time opposite us. We were like, there's going to be no one here. We're in a foreign country in the middle of nowhere. No one's going to be here. The tent was packed. People were singing their words, and it was just, yeah, okay, cool.
That's brilliant.
It made the festival for me.
I can totally understand that.
Yeah, perfect reaction. So yeah, it kind of like enforced that we're doing a good thing, and we're reaching out to a lot of people who get it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that you definitely are. So what's next? Obviously, you've just recorded. You're going to release the album. What do you have planned beyond the new album?
Just play loads of shows, have lots of fucking fun, drink lots of beer, make new friends, and then write some new music. The cycle continues.
Yes, the cycle continues.
Yeah.
And hopefully not quite as long between albums.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think we'll be churning it out left, right, and centre now. To be fair.
Yeah, well, COVID put a bit of a gap in there, so.
Yeah, it definitely did.
Yeah, hard times. But we're back, and you're full of ideas.
Ooh.
Thank you so much.
Full of ideas is a very good thing. I look forward to your ideas.
Me too. I'll let you know when I formulate them.
As they germinate, they shall come out. Thank you guys both so much. It's been so many times I've half missed not seeing you, so thank you.
Oh no, we did it. We finally
did it. We
yes.
finally got it.
Yeah.
So thank you.
No problem at all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we will see you guys in a couple of hours on stage. So, thank you.
alright. It's alright, it's alright.